Good evening everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. Thank you for stopping by. You may remember that a little while ago I put up a video regarding my modifications to the Fengda FD18-2 Air Compressor. It's a Chinese made air compressor, freely available from the likes of Amazon, eBay, fairly cheaply made. So I've decided to make some modifications to it in order to keep the heat down, as when initially I was first using it, it was generating an awful lot of heat, so much so that after just 10 or 15 minutes use, it was so hot I could barely touch it. Okay, this video is in reaction to a couple of little comments I've had on my original video, just asking me to detail just a little bit more what exactly I've done. So in this bag I've got the original bolts. The longer bolts come from the cylinder head, and they are M4 and they are secured with an Allen key. The smaller bolts come from the electrical air cooling cover and the switch cover. Okay, and as you can see, they are replaced by these longer bolts. If you go back to my original video, you'll be able to see exactly what length I've used, but in detail here you can see here exactly what I've done. So if my memory serves me right, this is an 80mm fan. This happens to be just a 2-wide fan, so that you got a positive and a negative. I've got it so that the direction of the air is going towards the heat source, i.e. the compressor, and likewise I've got a 70mm, I'm sure it's 70mm fan I've got here, and once again the air has been forced downwards. The only difference between the two fans is on this fan there are 3 wires. This yellow wire is in effect a signal wire, but it doesn't have to be yellow. Some manufacturers use blue or green. In effect, you only want the positive and the negative. So this is now disconnected, and I've just tucked it up there out of the way, so there's no current actually going through there, no signal actually going through to the fan itself. To be more specific, I've joined the negative from both fans to each other, and I've joined the positives from both fans to each other and linked them up with the positive and the negative wires coming out of this old Netgear wall wart or wall adapter. It's 240 volts and the output is 12 volts at 1 amp, and 1 amp doesn't sound a lot, but it is more than enough to run these fans. So let's just put that in and I'll show you that's working. And just from here I can see there's plenty of air coming out of these fans, and I can tell you they do work very, very well indeed. What we do, we just switch the compressor on. I don't have my airbrush connected at the moment, so it's not going to generate any pressure, but after running this for 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, once again the temperature's very much reduced. It probably just gets a little bit warm, and that's it. Generally I don't tend to use my airbrush constantly for more than about 15-20 minutes anyway. We just turn that off. The other modification that I've made is I've taken the plastic piston out there and coated that with some silicone grease, I think it was, which is going to help the friction and the heat that generates as well. Likewise with the bearing, I can't remember if the bearing is metal or I think the bearing might be metal, so I've put some light engineering oil on that as well. So basically that is a bit more detail into the modifications of this Fengda FD18-2 air compressor. I hope it helps you out. If you've got any further inquiries, please let me know. Before I go, some or I've had one comment saying that you could reverse the fan so it sucks the air or the heat outwards. Yes, I suppose that's possible, but these generate so much cold air going into where it's needed. For me, I think it works better. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.